this Swanee so far, and he's not going to be tackled within mid, but the other guys over at long will be.
Yeah, it's a bit of a duo stack as well. You've got Shiro right up at the back, but still at least a bit of a trade from Jing, and then to flat. So those double duels definitely possibly coming in handy, but as well, you know, this composition, especially Jing on the Phoenix, is something that PRX are really familiar with. Now doubling back in towards V-Link, but Famous gets ahead.
Yeah, Famous back on his jet. You know, it's one of those agents that you would usually assume he's very capable with. This time looking the wrong way though, and he'll pay the price.
It's pretty interesting, isn't it? We've seen Famous on the Neon so far now, but back in Ascension last year on the jet, but this time getting dicked out by Jing. A quad being picked up.
He might be able to hit.
Jing looking a lot more comfortable. He's online for the ace as well, and receiving first contact, spots him out, and there it is! The ace to kick things off for PRX.
PRX to shut that one down. This time though, up very quietly towards B long. And now they explode.
Stars might reveal their intention, so maybe Famous quite aware, but still getting taken out quickly by the sharpshooting from the PRX. Wow, even pushed them all the way far back into spawn. Prowlers revealing their location. Forsaken with the ghost, of course, he hears everything, and he will collect everything as well! Doesn't fall!
0 Point, I believe, only spotting Patman, right? So when you think about how many players you're tagging up with that blade, you know, does one player signify a full shift and rotate? It starts to. NC Slasher is rotating over. First casualty is Jing. Forsaken falls too. That's an immediate shutdown on this bonus quack.
Looking phenomenal right now. Famous holding the angle, spots out, gets the information for the team as well. Divide trying to make use of the angle, but getting gunned down. A bit of a wall bang. Double kill now, looking for the third, but Patman will be able to answer back, but of course, not before the rest of the team descends upon self.
Steel Garden in.
Blaze wall as well. So trying to get that pinch on, trying to get the spike planted as soon as possible. Jing with a run it back will continue pushing down a single lane. Berserk though holds down Halls with a lone shorty. Something tries to deal with him, will be able to do just that, but not before.
Got another.
Yeah, he took down a second player. PRX now working at a numbers disadvantage, and the site is too hot for them to get the spike planted. Divide trying to provide some assistance, but that smoke goes a little bit too deep. Shiro and Famous have already gone past the sidelines. It's just something left. Komodo.
Very difficult.
And speaking of how disciplined Boom has been, look at this!
30 seconds left.
No individual duels. Famous holding the angle, spots out the shoulder, headshot easily found. 2-2.
Real? Yeah,
3 years ago.
I mean, talk about study. How much study can you get from a 13-1?
It's been a while, but you know, they are, you know, both Indonesian teams, somewhat Indonesian players both sides, at least right now though. Forsaken trying to create a little bit of pressure, feeling some heat himself, getting taken out. Meanwhile, the site getting fired back as well. Forsaken though, with this Phantom pickup, will continue to push through the angle. Spots out Jing, has to back off.
Needed that shot, honestly. Time to be bought with the Blaze.
Okay. Can DOS9 pull a rabbit out of the hat? Not quite. It's going to be Divide with the Sheriff shot instead. Famous now goes for the peek, but Jing in with a flash as well. It's Forsaken to find. They have a lot of cards up their sleeves.
Yeah, I mean, when Divide's picking up this Astra, I mean, it's not an agent that we usually associate with him whatsoever, right?
Oh, bit of a pop flash as well. So now PRX looking to exploit the mid lanes.
It was just Berserks though, and he did have the Sheriff, right? Because Famous now has the Operator. I wonder if PRX are going to be ready for this.
Would have to. Famous currently leading with 19 kills on the op right now, but instantly dealt with by something. So there it is, a couple of pings on the map. Shiro position nearby as well. He hears the footsteps.
Yeah, a big test for Shiro right now.
Tries to dodge it, holds the angle, but he is pretty much pinned down. Ooh, something. Tries to get ahead with a bit of a gate crash, but it's going to be a double for Shiro right now. Pop flashes as well, and with the underhand toss. Fragments to deter PRX from pushing any further. Forsaken just re-peeking it though.
Yeah, spotted out by...
Adjustments back into the B side as well. And now it's going to be Famous holding the line with this op. But Divide, well, recalls the star.
But there's 30 seconds, right? You need some really big heroics at the moment. Famous with the Operator is extending.
Trying to push them off positions. The Nightfall being sent in as well. Famous just firing off warning shots, but not quite finding anything with the pot shots. He does find one all of a sudden.
Yeah, no command.
With the Cosmic PRX, do they go back into A main? Still not quite safe. Boom are suppressing them with a lot of stray bullets. Something holds the angle. Famous in with a shorty. Something tries to go for the flank, but gunned down by Berserks as well. The Forsaken flank not quite there. Tries to hold it off right around stairs, but Famous spots the angle, sprays him down. A triple found in the round, and boom to tie things up.
Yeah, Divide to lose his life first, and though with the utility, Shiro,
Okay.
he repositions over into this mid-con area. You did see the hot hands go out from Jing. It cleared where DOS is playing.
Suppression Blade, though, spots everything out. Good little flash, but is it going to be enough? They know where DOS9 is. Patman will go in for the pinch. A little bit of utility as well, just to push NG Slasher off, but still trying to force it through. Famous will find a bit of a trade as he takes one down up B long.
But now there's a gap in the map, right? Berserks has to fall back a little bit, play on the back of his utility that is still active. That turret, it's not spotting out anything, so he can absolutely play comfortable at this right lane. And Patman, oh Patman, the gun barrel, I think it was just spotted. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't matter, because now it's all on Forsaken.
Currently placed.
He'll
Might just give him some information. Arc Rose back in. Repositions, and now that's where he gets spotted out by Famous from the back. I mean, even if Famous wasn't there, Berserks was up by Dugout.
I do like the response from PRX in their approach to be able to take mid though, right? When they're lining up for this combo of utility to try and take out Shiro's position where he got that double kill in the round previously, right?
It's Boom recognizing PRX playing this double duelist composition, trying to work around B-Link as well, but now back into it. A bit of B-Long pressure. Famous back in with the up, and he continues to lead, and up kills! A second one going through! A bit of a re-peek, slightly. I don't think...
So far though, Famous, his damage is done, right? Two opening kills, a creep up behind the Nebula.
Oh man, still trying to go in off of it. At least the Blaze kind of healing him back up for just a bit, but Famous instantly deals with it using the shorty. Shira off towards B-Link as well, blocks every single lane. No
his hand, he is looking like a demon. And where, oh where is that gun again?
Oh, he's ready to go into Devil Trigger! It's a collapse! Instantly shuts down that run it back from Jing.
Blades out as well.
PRX continuing to look to bully their way through into it. Famous will be able to pull out the blades, but here comes that Storm. Back into it with the shorty as well. NC Slasher holds down the line. Berserks to clean things up. Boom! With something in with the Judge though. Trying to buy more time and spacing. Steel Garden popped, and Boom are now all hovering around the site. Shiro in to create some space around Art. Bit of pressure as well with the flash, and that allows for Famous to go for it for peek. Jumping Judge, and he finds the double, and that's the lockdown. PRX has to evacuate the site. Patman unfortunately dug in a little bit too deep, and it's just a Vi off to A main, and they know exactly where he is. Shiro paints it in all white, and that's gonna be Boom to pick up the 8th.
The protocols in that round from Boom are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, and here comes the salvos as well. Something continuing to try to sneak something through.
Which means you don't have them for the full post now.
Or at least hang back and hold it long enough. Famous happy to take the fights. The rest of the team all holding up by B-Long. But take a look at the mini-map. DOS9, where's he going? Here comes Shiro though, able to find a bit of a double. And PRX able to answer back as well. Now Jing looking to tap the spike. DOS9's positioning,
it didn't get
timing on the peak. Might be able to surprise PRX. They might have heard a peep as well though. Now getting off the hand, but oh! In with the classic taps. Carry forward with this momentum. Something on a Marshall though.
And now it's heard. Turret down, but 4 players once more at this A site. This could be just a bit of a good fight here.
Well, the fight across the map unfortunately goes down the wayside as well. A bit of a flash. Patman will be able to pick up a double, but still met with force. Boom.
And they lose their life. That's going to be huge for a post plan if he doesn't get it off the spike.
Wow. Smokes off, and it is Boom trying for it. Will PRX be able to hold? Patman in with the off angle. Tries to hold towards stairs as well. Bit of burst through, and that's going to be that. Patman in with the quad. What a debut. I mean,
back here, Quack. Might be an early contest up through B-Long.
Back into it. Oh, PRX pushing up as well, though. Oh, and it's instantly dealt with by Famous and his op. And what you kind of know that Boom are barreling down this B-Long position. What are the rest of the players doing?
Horns in, gets a bit of a reveal, but it's all the players from Boom looking to get out into the site. Patman, yeah, that was a bit ill-advised. Forsaken couldn't get any trades there.
Way far too exposed, and Boom are just surrounding this site. Shiro holding down Halls, the rest of the team, you know, they have that Teo in play. Salvo's possibly coming back online at some point. Hall's not cleared, hello?
Yeah, not even looking for him.
Can he sustain himself?
There's the ult, there's the C's as well. So time to be bought, but you're going to funnel them in towards Jing.
Does he have it? It is Famous with the up, and he shuts Jing down again!
Yeah, he's on the dry line, just not expecting them to be positioned in connector when you 100% would have to assume so. It's dirty. You cannot just waltz out there as Jing, as a solo player, into a question-marked number. There could have been 5 Boom members at that spot.
No flash either, so it's really unfortunate, but at least Patman will be able to answer the Pat signal. Continues to hold the angle as well, but here it comes. It's going to be dueling mechanics. Divide in for additional support as well. Something arriving around B long, but it's going to be PRX finding that pinch from towards the back of...
He pushed through connector. The Prowler goes into him, and the Prowler has just seen Famous, by the way, so they're very targeted on him here.
Run it back, suss out the judge, but here comes Patman as well. Now to hold the angle, Divine finds the frag against Famous. Just Shiro left, in with a Sheriff. Tries to peek back out from connector, gets shut down. PRX happy to collect on yet, and with Forsaken jiggle peeking, he doesn't spot any more further down B link, so it's a bit of a read into this A site. Jing trying to force the issue with the flashes, but now pinned into his current position, and it allows for NC Slasher to find the double back in. Jing only finding one. Defy now has to hold and anchor down the site, but in with the Armageddon as well. He feels a lot of pressure. The Cosmic Divide blocking every single sightline. Clones out, but instantly dealt with. Forsaken able to find a frag off of it. Steel Garden as well. But look at NC Slasher, ready to hold. Just something left. Lose this, and it's map point for Boom. He's got an Op Komodo. Peeks the close angle, swaps to the shorty, finds NC Slasher, and swaps to a rifle. Has a chance. But it's 2 players holding up by stairs. He taps, creeps up front. Not quite finding Berserks. It's Berserks who slashes him with a...
For Boom to close out Pearl here. PRX's pick.
Oh my god, and PRX decide to push without stopping a single beat. The salvos will slow them down, but Jing happy to fire back. Divide with the support as well, but what is the spray transfer from Shiro? A bit of presence found by Forsaken, but now smoked off around stairs. He continues to creep through though. Position not quite found. Shiro lets him slip. And DOS9 will pay the price. Forsaken collects with the triple. Finds a round for bated breath.
Pretty much. Back on this operator line as well. Seen a couple of those lopsided shots from something. That's better.
Good flick. And that deters any more peeks from Boom further down his B position. Into B link though. And that's where Patman takes a hit. Jing now has to come up huge, and he does! The double picked up! Thorns instantly tripped. And he's gonna look to top himself off with the hot hands. Forsaken for additional support. The spike on the ground. Famous looking to pick it up. Has the Bucky, and he fires off a shot! Pump action indeed.
He wants one more. If he could get his blades up here, there's a chance if PRX give him all of these 1v1s.
Forsaken though with this angle, really tight. It's not gonna be doable for Famous, even if he does peek through.
He wants the other gun. He wants to get the Sheriff, the sidearm. I don't know if he got it. I don't think he did.
Don't think so. So still with the Bucky, he tries again, but shut down by Devi and Paper.
But you do have 3 players here. Remember the Haunt, the Nightfall here from Patman is going to be huge.
Boom, keeping them split 3 and 2. Nightfall does find its mark. Jing in with a run it back as well. Devi to receive first contact.
Yep, they've called it.
And that is the entire round right there. Jing finding and dealing a little bit more damage to Boom's economy as well. 10 seconds and Boom looking for the save.
As I said.
Oh, PRX. Starting to look alive, starting to come alive, but Shiro! What is that? Microflicks again. Divide answer back as well. NC Slasher to find a little bit more. Cosmic Divide. It is Boom on a bit of thrifty though.
If this round does go PRX's way, you will have the Armageddon on NC Slasher as well as the lockdown, unless you want to try side. But do they know that mid is being crept up on by PRX?
Rag toss as well. DOS9 low HP back in towards mid.
They do invest the lockdown.
Spots out the next DOS9.
He saw Forsaken. He saw him as well.
And that's a lot of info. Lockdown investment might find its return right now. Armageddon pushes PRX even further, and that's Famous with the blades. A lot of space being collected on by Boom. Just 2 players out from PRX to convert this entire round. Is it doable? Not quite! Just Defy left, and he's spotted out by the back, knives in towards the neck of Defy. Famous finds so much more, and Boom's Phoenix comp working wonders against Genji just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, this looks like it might be a bit of a quicker one over towards the A site. Berserk's down on the lurk with the mid creep up from PRX. So you wait out these Thorns and then you just call it go time.
Thorn setup does buy time, allows for something to find that pinch in through the smokes. Though, ooh, Patman, a little bit of a tricky spot, but at least his teammates are right around the corner to bail him out. Famous trying to stay alive, trying to do as much damage as possible, holds out the curveball, and that's where something pounces. And Boom, happy to hover around.
Yeah, we'll see how much damage something is going to be able to find in this one. He's got a bit of his teammates with him as well. Of course, so far, Mr. Quack, so good. No plant able either.
Yeah, a little bit of a duck hunt, especially the Marshall in play, but still, Famous able to fire back with that classic. Some damage being done to PRX's economy. Forsaken in with the Ghost again, though. He had a quad from before. Can he find another one in this round? It's going to be Patman, who does quite a bit of damage to Famous, but oh, he answers back still.
He has to use the runner back here if he favors his chances, right? He'd get his HP back off it.
Has to get into a good enough position to pop it off, though, at least. Yeah. So I would gamble that Boathouse is great.
45 seconds to play with.
Might be wondering where the spike is as well.
You'll know where the spike is, but the problem is the weapon.
He's holding on to that running back. He's just
going
to
to
go
line. Yeah. Oh, wrong timing, though.
Fair enough.
I respect it, right? Yeah.
It is 2025.
Something operator in the third round for this bonus makes it not look like a bonus, and an opening kill, well, he's still spotted out NC Slasher. Shiro down first, though.
Support from Forsaken as well. They do have that Shiro up by BME, so that looks to be PRX's entire game plan. Push out on opposite lanes, have the Vice utility to block off the remaining ones. And off that instant pick, it's going to be Prowler to confirm information right now.
I love this adjustment of the shear up through B, by the way. Unfortunate for DOS that he loses that kill. We
save every single weapon.
30 seconds left.
Taking a look at the positions as well, though, for PRX. Patman
going on a hunt.
Might be able to snuff out a light. Spots out NC Slash at least, does get taken away. And losing this round might call for a timeout from Boom, but going to pull out some answers of their own. DOS9 back on the Sheriff, but oh, something with a peek out.
Yeah, that's really aggressive and really nice as well, because you've dispatched of DOS9. How difficult does Ascent become when you don't have smokes available? You've used your Blaze, but you're now caught up in mid by the Shear. I mean, you're not able to do absolutely anything there as Famous. This round is now very disconnected for Boom. And that's Berserks, one of the clutch kings of Pacific now.
He had a really good game last week, but right now with PRX answering with 4X, we've seen them kind of
something's on the
blunder before, you know. At least, yeah, something is able to watch the right line. Look at this little jiggle coming out from Shiro. Something fires back, re-peeks, updrafts away. NC Slasher still finding an attack. Special delivery at something's feet, but who's on the other side of that clock burst? It's Divide.
Too narrow focused on trying to find the kill on towards something where you've got the trade potential to come on out. Always going to respectfully destroy what Boom are trying to set up. And yes, I know it's a bit of a savvy eco, but this could be huge for padding stats.
Does DOS9 turn around? Not quite.
No. DOS dead first again.
Dink sees Prowler. Forsaken looking to parkour his way in towards a multi-kill. It's going to be a double at least. Maybe a bit of a weapon handed over onto Boom, but Famous now looking to create more pressure onto the site. The Blaze Wall, the flashes, but something answers. Shorty in hand, repositions to a closer angle. Meanwhile, across the map, Berserks.
Yeah, Berserks has lurked. If this was, you know, a more impactful round where you could potentially find the winning timing, yeah, amazing. You can't really do anything now that you've been spotted out by Patman, except dispatch of him, but you could not find any space for NC Slasher here.
Fair enough, just to build more points towards that ult, but PRX locking down these angles. PRX that everyone has been wanting to see. Can they keep it up still? Boom now in with the ultimates, looking to possibly just explode, not even the quiet creep up.
Yeah, but look who's on the line. It's something, and he's already found one kill. At least there's a trade, I will admit, but some rotations and some settling down.
Yes.
Devi is at the B site.
Swatted down, Devi to anchor. Forsaken to check as well. The 0 point will call it clear. Well, that was an across the map 0 point from Patman, who holds down the line up around tree. So Cat is being blocked off now. Does Boom come back in to challenge?
Big duel for the newcomer to PRX to win there, and he wants more.
Underhand toss, he tops in. Jing with the additional support. That is very lovely coming out from PRX. Well called. The spike down on the ground. DOS9 to try to do some damage, but Jing not letting him through.
Utility, and PRX are going to be extremely happy if that happens. They don't have to contend with it for the eventual site hit.
You do kind of want to watch for PRX if they begin to overcook a little bit, though. They did leave B a little bit open, but happy to refill back in. Now continuing to hold off mid in case anyone crosses. It's something. Double found. Continuing to hold the angle again. Forsaken to re-peek back towards B main. Confirms Boom's positioning. Smoked off once again. Fragment at his feet. Shot through the smoke.
And now NC Slash up.
Trying to play and stay alive close to the spike. Flashed and fleshed over to the other position. Now slicing the angle. Patman finds him. The stray bullet catching his helmet. It's going to be
in the impact that he's finding for this team at the moment. Really well done.
Reading the positions as well. I mean, he has been playing these initiators throughout his entire career. Now the shots through and the fragment as well. Just buys time, blocks off the lanes.
Oh, he tried to
Nightfall being sent as well from Forsaken, but still Boom looking to push and punish their way through. Not quite happening. Divine watching the flank this time. Okay, but Famous able to answer. That's a Phantom picked up. Spike down as well. A possible round for Boom in our midst.
Oh, spotted. Needs assistance though, he's the only one here.
Jing is alone as well. Something to hold the angles, but ooh! Shoulder spotted. Not quite the angle to hold. It's all down to Jing as he spins around on a swivel looking for the frags, but DOS9 able to continue with their assault in towards short. Blocked off by Patman with that fragment.
He's just being such a deterrent though here, isn't he?
Still though, both teams looking to push on every lane, now back in towards mid.
It's dirty territory. You have to know that something has been pushing here every so often. You've got to watch for it, and they kind of do with Famous taking that position, but he loses his life. So 4-4.
Still back into the sight lines. Boom cannot give up their current positions. Meanwhile, the rest of the PRX B squad, they have to break through the door. Divide finds the first, but Berserk's answers back. Now hopping off through, Forsaken will be able to find a collapsing shot. Berserk's to answer back as well, but in with the shorty. It's going to be Jing who finds the double to clean up the round for PRX.
All of the trades coming through in favor of PRX as well. You know, I see Devi get the kill, but he was immediately traded out by Berserk's in the name of the game.
Buys, but with the rounds that PRX has had so far, something just reinvests into another op.
In amongst the site, in front of the sheer by yourself.
Looking to explode again. Where has Jing teleported to though? Not quite found just yet, and that's going to be the off-angle exploited. Berserk's answer back. And now something. Trying to find something close range with the shorty. Meanwhile, the rest of the team looking to waterfall off. It's the Odin spam from Forsaken.
Disgusting.
The double found. Patman dropping down as well. DOS9 now to hold inside of Hell. Can he drag them down with him? The spike not planted. And he's pretty much pinned down. Something looking for the shorty kill, and DOS9 knows it.
Oh, no
Still,
way.
Close range op shot.
Quick skip. Steel Garden can actually be pretty impactful for Devi here.
He is in position, and he pops it off. Spike still down though, and with that Steel Garden in play, the primary's jammed up. PRX looking to push through. However, Boathouse not quite affected by it. Shiro will be able to hold it off. Still though. Now Patman trying to push in. Spotted out by Berserk's. PRX's numbers starting to fall down now. And it's just aggressively.
Yeah. We have Devi with the Stinger, of course, an operator to be heard for something who can challenge around this site. The flash gonna work a treat for Famous.
Goes in for the swing. Something. Bit of a whiff as well. Now spots out Famous, but look at the movements!
Oh,
Just sachets himself into the site. PRX, the rest of them looking to arrive on the scene. Patman alongside Forsaken trying to spam their way through. The hunt sent out as well. No, it's a seize. So the tethers reveal positions, and Patman finds the quad! Formation. Reinforcements have arrived, but everything has been smoked off as well. Look at something, dives straight in towards Famous. The dive bomb exploding away happily. Shiro in with the shock dart as well, tries to track his head across, but something continues to flick.
Yeah.
Looks for the quad, but shut down right now.
Spike planted.
The spike will happily go down as well. Not much in terms of utility for Boom, just a paranoia as well as a dark cover. Market being blocked up as well. not much can be done. NC Slasher for a bit of a trade. That should pretty much be it. DOS9 still trying to find as much as he can though, but Devi will happily tap away.
A site.
Especially with all that utility. Needing to respect the space that is being claimed by PRX. Fragment now, just to allow them to shut down that door in Boom's faces. Oh, look at that, still spamming through.
Something for the opener once more.
Looking like shades of his old self. Still back in the site. Knowing that the door is broken, they're looking to re-peek back into it. Look at the dive in, but Fame is okay. Strays away with that stinger shot. Now Shiro back in. NC Slasher answering back as well. Now just down to Jing. Tries to reposition into the smoke, but is that going to be enough? The stinger sprays not quite favoring him, favoring Famous instead.
Okay, well, not going to see map point for PRX at the moment. Yeah, and then you come back and they lost that. Yeah.
So not impossible for Boom.
I was one of those that went to bed at the 10:00 mark.
I mean, how could you not? But still, you know, we are in Pacific after all time zones. You know, it is what it is. But Boom happy to find as much as possible. Holding B main down back into its catwalk as well. The drone coming out. Nothing spotted. So just Famous to listen for those pistols clanking through. He flashes and he's looking for kills because Berserks is right up around the back. He's got the blazes to heal himself off as well.
They played anti for that flash. They expected it, but trades available for Boom. And now Jing. Damage. Just some cheeky damage here. Not going to be able to find it. Famous will have the run it back going in towards the...
And PRX continue to rotate everywhere.
Yeah.
Back possibly in towards Market. Berserks is holding the angle though. Finds the first and continues to burst his way through. Down to 9 HP. Hit by the Paranoia now. But Jing looks towards the back. Oh, that has possibly got to be the worst thing to happen right now. And that's just Devi left. Might be able to get his way into the site, but you're 1 against 5, buddy.
But let me tell you the story, Quack. When PRX were looking for map point against Boom, and Devi got the plant and was caught with his knife out, and Shiro took him down.
The end.
The end. No, not the end here. Boom, though, a flawless round to find against PRX's first gun round here, where Famous commands a lot of space over it. Get a little bit proactive to try and contest into it, but you've got Devi looking after it. It is the lesser equipped round from PRX too, right? But Famous is pushed very far up.
Something that is completely unexpected for PRX, and Famous goes on a tear!
Okay.
Flash is too much of that, especially not from the previous map either. Boom, looking to be a very controlled version of themselves. Something though, Blades will whiz right by.
Yep. Standing ahead. Now the dart has to be dodged from Devi, who is, once again, in a 1 versus 5.
30 seconds left.
What's the story this time?
Oh, he gets one. I didn't see that.
He's gonna find more kills, right?
Nah, probably not.
Straying back in, looking for more sprays. He does!
No way! Oh, bro, I'm talking. He's putting up numbers. DOS9, though, again, he's feeling a little bit absent today.
At least for now, just providing value with the utility for the team. He's the controller after all. Famous finding his off back in against PRX. That's a double!
Yep, needs to heal though.
Down.
You could use Famous on this run it back as a glorified drone.
That's exactly what he's looking to do in alongside the rest of the team as well. But even as a sort of a drone, he finds a kill with a frenzy! Op shots fired back in. They know exactly where Jing is. And Jing looks to survive inside of Hell. Smokes out, looks to peek through, does find the first. Oh, but the shorty makes quick work of Jing, and Boom will be going on with another win. That's 5 in a row now.
I tried to have some options with the Dark Vision on attack. Seen it on Fracture, for example. We also know, like a map like Lotus, for example, Boom are pretty good on attack too, right? So coming in towards Ascent right now, where they're also looking pretty hot for this comeback. They're putting up their defenses. NC Slasher starting us off for 2.
Op still continuing to sing as well. PRX. At some point, you gotta find other solutions.
How do you get Patman up? Your molly.
You can't.
Oh, it goes a bit deep, and now it's done. 5 versus 3. 2-player advantage. Again, and you've got the lockdown if you need. Time to be bought by those salvos. This sheer, I mean, yeah, Devi has it later for the flank, of course, but 40 seconds, a lot of this input utility is gone, but Patman finds NC Slasher out in the open.
With a Spectre. Shiro, though, digs himself deep, tries to spray through with the Odin, not quite finding its mark. It's going to be Berserks now after the other end, but still, Forsaken continues to push through. Famous now looking to find a pick off.
Do you want to go for this? There is a Vandal on the floor.
Yeah, possibly going to pick that up. Support from DOS9 as well, who has been good on the clutch. At least to create a little bit more space. Will they make their way through to the lanes or from stairs? Split pushes for sure, but something happy to trade. Off to the other end as well. That's going to be Jing to clean up. PRX finally still. Okay. DOS9 digs himself deep into Wine. NC Slasher with the op this time. Will be able to block off Catwalk.
Yeah, would you expect that one? Shiro, though, onto Forsaken as well. Jing able to at least establish one, but no trades. So Boom will hold player advantage ×2. And they just have to make sure that they don't drop this one from here. Good crossfire in through mid on the back of the alarm bot.
Discipline in positions still. Pop flashed over. Shiro peeks. And Devi and Patman happy to take this B site. Spike down now.
Two very nicely calculated 2v1 duels there, by the way.
NC Slasher could possibly swap the weapon over onto a rifle if they aren't to go for this retake, but Devi, happy to read, pushing further on through as well.
The Shear's just going to give up all the information. You know the flank is where it's coming from, and you're just going to play protected at the back of the site, because time is your friend now as PRX.
Fragment 2. So Salvos block off stairs, special delivery, and he's looking to find a bit more space, maybe looking to pick them off. PRX cannot make a single mistake. Devi with the peek out though.
Can't miss a shot here, Quack.
Now on a one-on-one, Patman holding, listening for the drop. The op still a very lethal threat. Hops on over with a shorty, and Patman creates more space in between him and his opponent just to bring the scoreline.
From memory running it like last times, but still really rare. Comfort pick for Berserks. Though, Boom, on this attack, already starting to clear out Arcade, getting up towards Tower, something dispatched of, first casualty.
And pulls the rotations completely over. Still though, oh, this is 2 players now stuck inside a tower, but quickly dealt with as Famous tries to slide his way through. Now Jing answering back from Canteen, but at the same time, NC Slasher with that classic finds the right clicks. DOS9 just finding frags as well. Boom to pick up the pistol.
Yeah, getting activated nice and early. DOS9 this time, and see how his breach really looks here, because, you know, when you think of Patman, you do think most recently Flash in it, right? We saw his KO, his breach here is something that he's hopefully going to be quite proficient on.
Specifically breach, it is his, you know, most played agent in recent history, but still that remains to be seen as PRX tries to rotate their way over. Of course though, Berserk's happy to lock down this entire lane with his Marshall online for the ace now. But something is still nowhere to be found. In fact, just hiding up around Canteen in a little corner behind the sky smoke, but
Ace.
Oh.
Ace.
You see him just making a bit of noise.
He was seen.
Mini-map at least. Famous trying to give him the ace, and there it is! Berserks to collect on it.
Hey! This is the round that they should be winning.
Could even be both, but at least PRX currently pushing out Tree, spotted that everything is clear, now has to hold in towards the B site. Jing as well as Patman able to anchor in towards Arcade though, pushing past the smoke. Jing with the stimmy. He's still going on a bit of a tear until he drops down. Forsaken to collect from Tower. PRX able to
opting for Fracture here, questionable over Lotus.
Especially against PRX, but we shall see.
Top map control established for PRX.
Throwing the gauntlet down against PRX, but with that also fast lanes through as well. PRX needs to try to sneak past.
Yeah.
Has to keep their eyes trained down in towards tunnel as well still, because Famous continuing to poke and prod.
He's done his job though.
Yeah, that's just gonna buy a lot of time away from the spike. Now Jing trying to fire back, will be able to refrag, but Berserks instantly refills that position. Now you got Tower as well. NC Slasher is holding that down like nobody's business. Something though. Okay, able to flick back.
Line from Patman ready, Forsaken a call, they'll rip on that one. And it is going to come on out.
Oh, shoulder jiggle.
Trap. We've seen this before. I think we saw 2 casualties.
Alt combos and the stealth drone out towards tree as well now. Here comes Forsaken with the overdrive, but he's shut down by DOS9. Berserk's finding a frag in towards the B side as well. So it's just Devi trying to hold the off angle. He's been smoked off. Does have an arc rose to play with, and that's the flash, but he flashes himself as well! Oh, what a blunder! Something has to come up huge. 1 on 3. He takes down the first. Does have some utility to work off of, but not quite a lot of health. Holds and hugs the wall.
Oh, they've snuck out, haven't they?
Sneaks in, and the stun reveals his positioning. You don't quite have the position to pull off the salvos either now, so you're flushed out. But he finds the tap! What is that from something? 1 apiece, and he gets the triple to collect the round up for PRX. Don't forget to defuse though, please. Okay, there it is.
1 tap, 2 tap. Give me more. He's risen from his seat. That is a round that I thought that Page would go for it a little bit quicker.
All the responsibility falling on towards Devi's shoulders now. He's being hit with a lot of utility. The salvo flushes him out of position where he's not quite able to recenter himself. Forsaken, though, arriving on the site. Will be able to find a single frag, but Rolling Thunder now collapses through. Needs to hold out around a main where the door gets pushed upon by Famous. Jing, though, happy to push into the smoke to just find a bit more space. Second frag found. Now a 1-on. It does have the incendiary as well, so this is a really tough spot for Jing to be in. Flashes, dodged. Jing still strafing alongside. Everything's being found. NC Slasher just toying with his prey.
He knows as long as he's positioned, they can do it fast as well if they need to. It is the lesser weaponry for PRX.
And this is where, I'm not gonna lie, it does get quite chaotic for PRX to try and read the possible plays because this is Fracture after all. And you just have Famous and NC Slasher bursting into the site.
Set yourselves up a good post plant here, not drop any more weapons.
You've got Armageddon as well, and this is how the ultimates are beginning to cycle for Boom, but not even needed for now, at least. NC Slasher.
Which duel do I take?
Trying to pull off his best something impression, but it's not quite happening just yet. So Arc Rose now being tossed over by Divide to create a little bit more space, but can he really do it all? Not too much. At least just to pick up a weapon until his teammate falls. Boom, all happy to hold the positions and the angles. Simple shot.
Fun, and hope that you don't undo the wrong bolt at the moment.
Okay, well, at least PRX going for that pinch again, and it's going to be a bit of an empty position played by Boom. They try to flash themselves back into play, but something barrels through. The trade protocols are there for PRX, and it's just DOS9 stunned up.
Yeah, we gotta remember, Forsaken, he tried to do everything there, but the counter Neon in Famous is what I'm trying to highlight here, and it's just a little bit too late.
A little bit shy in terms of the timing, but still not undoable. Does pick up the frag and the spike.
Only his gun and his sprint.
Still positioned up top.
Timing.
PRX creeping forward, now spotted. Famous knows exactly where to look. The spike will get defused as PRX smokes themselves off, goes in for the peak, and picks up the round.
Playing to the percentages, nicely done at the end there. Divide to get his first kill on the...
That's exactly what is happening. The adjustments coming in from Boom in terms of the macro game. PRX still trying to get ahead of it as well, but we do have a slight repeat of the zipline incident from years ago. Now,
hey, at least it isn't everybody.
Yes. Boom still stopped in their tracks, and that is the main story of what's happening in this round. Davis, though, trying to create some presence of his own while the Bravo squad heads over onto the A site. Something quickly deals with the early presence made known, and then a bit of a trade coming out from Jing. DOS9 to trade of his own as well, now looking for the opportunity to sneak into the site. Hatman alone to hold. He does have Jing right by him, but look at that spray. A bit of a trade coming out from Jing, and that's gonna be the double kill to end the into it. So Boom trying to find some adjustments. They got a bit of a half by now, bunching up towards A main.
Great shot.
PRX holds long range, reading their attempts at a play as well. Salvos though, and Forsaken looking to meet right Famous head-to-head off to the other end in towards A main. The entire PRX squad descending upon Boom.
The attacking side so far.
You know, just the fact that it's 2 rounds left, you might imagine they're saving it. You have a lot of ultimates at play, though, for the remainder of this first half. And Boom happy to hold this time as PRX pushes out, completely punished.
The turret!
Jing, though, trading right back, and then the rest of the squad to head on over into the... Oh, coming out towards Dish and drop. little bit spotted out. Famous continuing to jiggle, looking for an opportunity. Rolling Thunder at the right time, though, does crunch into the players from PRX, but Jing saves Something's life. And that's going to be now the stun. NC Slasher just playing that into the A site. Armageddon right on the spot, though. It's just Famous and NC Slasher into the site. DOS9 into smokes as well. Oh, Forsaken. Famous, he's trying to get ahead of it all. Brimstone ults all across the map. Lockdown in play as well. Forsaken able to hunker down, but DOS9 for the trade. That's a bit more space into its spawn now. The rest of the PRX squad all coming out from main.
Still got the Armageddon, remember.
Aftershock. Boom, still happy to hold. They don't quite need to fight. They don't quite need to peek. And that's where the onus falls on the PRX.
Armageddon and 5 seconds till salvos.
Just holding, just waiting for it. PRX still trying to barrel their way through, but nothing much found. Just a bit of a frag. Jing takes down NC Slasher. But there's the utility. Goes in for the peek. Tries to isolate more duels.
And that's it.
And that's the salvos. The time has been burnt. Jing knows it. The round is over.
7-5. That's a good...
In of their own right as well, though. Berserks and NC Slasher, they've been pretty darn good so far, and that's going to be that fault line. NC Slasher coming in with the support. Trades found for Boom.
Oh.
But PRX finds their own trades as well. A third one now as Shiro gets taken out. Famous, though.
Before the flashes, a bit ill-advised.
It's a little bit tough, but still DOS9 now trying to get ahead of pressure. Does push the buy out of position. Low HP as Forsaken tries to hold the off angle, but now as he turns back around, that's another kill found for Boom. Jing, it's all down to you. Low HP as well as he swings out. DOS9 to find the easy shot in towards center mass.
Yeah.
Boom with the pistol.
The stuns in main as well, right? Both sides getting stunned on up. You got salvos awaited for. You got a flash then going in for NC Slasher, but he gets spotted out.
Round where PRX needs to find and seize some form of an initiative. And it's going to be Famous seizing that positioning instead. Yep. Still though, trades found right back.
No one able to really help him in that situation, unfortunately. So 4 versus 4 in towards the A site. You start to get on up.
4 versus 2 maybe if you're just talking about the Boom players on the site itself. But look at Shiro stopping them in their tracks, completely halted as PRX tries to push past the smokes. Can they find the frags? They don't. It's Defy who finds a single one before Shiro just descends upon them with a full to step up. Meanwhile, PRX once again with a half buy now coming back in. It's going to be a little bit tough as Boom are looking a lot more confident. Oh. The stun, though, will help out just a bit. Jing to answer back, and now the stun's coming through once again. It does give away in positioning, though, but still, PRX not quite able to break past through these choke points.
And they're locked. They are locked in. They have to either fully disconnect here, or they have to try and just win it. A single duel. That's all the info that Famous needed.
And more of the lines being locked down, especially with the Outlaw being reloaded. Just Stinger and Spectre, something at hand, trying to spray through, spray pass. It's not quite happening. As Boom splashes PRX with a bit of cold hit. Boom, very much comfortable in their sights. A little bit of a flash up though, and Forsaken tries to answer back. Yeah. Sprays through the smokes and does find a double. A bit of an opportunity for PRX to answer back.
You gotta remember, bullets through smokes can be traced. 2-player advantage for PRX at the moment, and you know, Quack, the Boomer, gonna give this one a crack.
Happy to, but Patman, recognizing that as well, holds the position. Famous in with the Outlaw now, spots out Forsaken. DOS9 taking that opportunity to peek out. Famous now finding the trade, and both Neons kick things into high gear. Forsaken off towards the other line, expects and anticipates the slide out.
Next thing I was gonna mention, and we know how impactful he can be, and he's on the line.
Gotta be so careful, but unfortunately,
he wants more.
Forsaken will bite the
line, and that's red, and at least dodged on the side itself.
30 seconds left, and you're starting to feel that pressure. Will PRX crumble, or will they stand tall? Something at least tries to fend them off, but DOS9 to punch right back.
Rolling Thunder in, it'd be really good here.
Hatman trying to get the best possible timing for it. Stunned and concussed up. He's just waiting for the go signal. There it goes. Unfortunately though, Boom, they've avoided most of it. Famous coming out from the A main position. Patman trying to slow him down. In with the sprays, Jing with the support, and that's PRX being able to collect around.
Hesitant Boom are to use utility to clear over at main, having already seen Device Shear. You want to pop that throw a bit of hesitancy in it.
It is a round where they are sitting on an eco, so happy to surprise. And Boom possibly looking for exits right now. Salvos to flush them out of position. PRX throws back utility of their own, while Boom looks to close in the distance. Out by tower, DOS9 finds one. He finds two! Defy, though, able to hold it off. Needs a little bit more. He peeks in! Zero answers back. And now it's just a 1-on-2. Something needs to find all of it. He feels the pressure of the spike being defused, and he peeks out. The molly burns at Something's feet.
2 shots out of the Sheriff is going to stall you, then into the flames, and you will not carry on.
To keep PRX invested in the game. Tries to hold tower with the Bucky. That would be an optimal spot. Armageddon from PRX as well. But still Famous, beginning to find an opening. The spike is down and PRX needs to hold, but they're beginning to push out a little bit more. Trades found by NC Slasher. Now Famous looking to take space up by tower. Trades found by Jing once again. 2-on-2, but Something holding the exposed angle. Now it's a tough spot for Jing to fire through. Tries to clutch it out, but DOS9 finds it instead. Boom will reach series point.
The trades, man. PRX are...
They feel it very much so. PRX now, last breath, last stand as they buy up. Guardians, bit of a Vandal for Defy, but still, as they try to push their way into the site. Orbital strike at hand as well. Famous re-peaks with the Outlaw. Forsaken answer back, but now a lot of the site being smoked off. Something has to hold up towards top, but Shiro trading right back. Numbers advantage somewhat, but NC Slasher has an angle. Petman at least to spike down, waiting for the fault line to come back alive. Forsaken has to play a very careful jiggle because he's pretty much sandwiched in. Flashed out.
There's Salvos now.
And a lot more as well. Tries to flush Patman out of position. Here comes that fault line. Forsaken springs! Looks for the slide in! And that's the Guardian to keep PRX alive.
I mean, and I'm waiting, right? I'm
see
seeing for Boom. You take the knee in this one, you got an orbital, you got a lockdown, you're getting closer to an overdrive.
Not even taking full knee either, because they're happy to go in for that scuffle against PRX. Forsaken, though, looking to collect as much as possible. He needs as much as fucking to hold for exits at least. Something beginning to peek out. We'll spot out DOS9.
Yeah, and the thing is, it does more damage in these scenarios to PRX than it would to Boom, right? Because they already have the ults for the players that are alive. There's one gun down, so one is the pass mark. You'll be able to re-get that in. Importantly here, Quack pushed out Tree and seen no contest from PRX. So this is going to be one of those full retake rounds for Boom.
Especially with that possible lockdown as well, as long as Berserks goes undiscovered, but now spotted out by Jing, so lockdown gone. But you do have a player up towards spawn. Jakey, main as well. PRX has to hold it safe. Something playing into the drop position. Jing now pushing out. Defy as well, but now Famous comes back in through Sands, where he finds Jing's head. No more Tejo in play. Defy to duke it all out. 1-on-1.
It is planted for him.
No Arcros though. After shocked out. And NC Slasher trying to clear as much as possible. Goes in for the tap, the flash.
Oh, he's self-blinded!
He bounced off of it, and that's the entire map. How did that just happen? NC Slasher